sadgamaya tamasho ma jyotirgamaya mritur ma amritangamaya avir maedhi rudro yatte dakshinang mukham te namang pahi nityam te namang pahi nityam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are on the Shanti Gita, peace, song of peace. And we are in the 3rd chapter, reading from verse number 16. So this is a big question now Arjuna is putting. Arjuna is asking this question. He says that we have already read the previous verses, that Brahman alone is one. That is, you are unnecessarily involving yourself and getting into bereavement. This is all not tongue, neither you are there, naham, nor neither me, not this earth, nor children, family, friends. You are all deluded. And getting deluded, you are becoming tormented with your bereavement. And satyam mattva mrishatmakam. It is your grandest mistake that you are thinking which is not true, as true, unreal, as real. That's our prayer. Lead us from this unreal to the real. Why? I am seeing what is unreal, but not seeing what is real. This is our darkness. That's why I said, lead us from darkness to light. In this light, so that we can see what is the truth. Tvang sada, we have read the other day. Tvang sada vastu-sattāsamāśritā. You are always of the form of non-dual reality. You are the only reality there. Dvaita lesu vivarjito. There is no trace of duality. There is no trace of manifoldness. Only one absolute truth is there, and that thou art. Tat tvam asi. That thou art. Dvaitang māyā-mayam. Then what are you seeing? This is Maya, made of Maya. Sarvam tvai na sprishyate kucit. What you see, sarvam, as all material objects, sun, moon, stars, galaxies, what is reality, pleasure, pain, suffering, all these what you see, these are all Maya, made of Maya. And tvai na sprishyate. It does not touch you in your real divine entity. It cannot touch that absolute. How did infinite can be touched by any mundane thing? So that was the thing we read. You are saksi shaksham-apekkhaiva drashti dishyam avikṣaya. 15th verse. Alakshang lakshana bhavat jnānam vritti-dhirūಢata. You are seeing the saksi. You are saying, I am the witness. There is no saksi. There is no object, there is no subject. If there is a subject-object, then it's called duality. But there is no saksi. Saksi idea is also lower idea. Yes, from this standpoint where we are now, it makes sense that we can think that I am Sakshi, witness of everything which is name and form. But in that reality, truth, there is no one to see, no one is observer, nothing is there to be observed. And there is no tool through which you can see, because only one exists. Therefore, This is the, this you have to understand. With reference to the objects witnessed, you are the witness. No? If there is some object, with reference to that, you can say, I have observed, I have witnessed. With reference to object seen, you are the seer. There is some object I have seen, so that I am the seer. Due to the absence of any implied object, you are the undefinable one. You are the knowledge as you rise above the mental modifications. As soon as you get out of the mind, this whole universe is really a fussy, is a fuss. Is it not? When you go to sleep, what happens? Where goes this universe of crisis, its joy, its fun, its tension, its worries, its anxieties? Where does it go? It has no existence. As the moment you can get out of your mind and its modulation, then the world disappears. You experience every day. Why are you identifying with this thing? Yes, now you are here, you see that. You go to dream, you see something else. And you go to sleep, neither the dream, neither this object is there. All disappear. Where does it go? Vanish into void? This is the thing we read. Now Arjuna, hearing all this, 16 verses, Arjuna uvāca, like Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna uvāca, Arjuna said, what he said? Kāmāyā ya dbhutā kṛṣṇa, kāmāyā ya dbhutā kṛṣṇa, kā avidyā jīva-sūtikā, kā avidyā jīva-sūtikā, nityā vā opi athavā anityā, nityā vā opi athavā anityā, kah svabhāvas tayor hare, kah svabhāvas tayor hare. Ka māyā, what is māyā? Ka māyā. What is that māyā you are talking about? Ka māyā. Māyā is, it is feminine gender, they put it, like prakriti, etc. So ka. Ka māyā. Ja adbhutā. And you are saying it is adbhut. Adbhut means astonishing. It is, adbhut means what? Wonderful. It's mesmerizing. It is absurd. Many meaning you can do. So ka māyā, ya adbhutā, which is wonderful and kept us all delusion. Oh Kṛṣṇa, tell me, ka avidyā, what is that ignorance you are talking about? What is ignorance? What is māyā? Nityā, māyā is all the time there. Va or anitya. It is unreal. Is it real or is it unreal? Anitya ka svabhāvas. What is their nature? Tayor, of these two. What are the two? That is the māyā and avidyā. You got the two terminology now. Māyā and avidyā. So naturally Arjuna is putting this question. Oh Kṛṣṇa, oh Lord Kṛṣṇa, please tell me, ka māyā. What is that māyā? What is māyā? Ya adbhutā. That which is wonderful, mesmerizing, confusing, conflicting. What is that? And ka avidyā. What is that ignorance, avidyā, individual? Jīva-sūtikā, which has given the birth of this jiva. I am jiva. How do I become jiva? As you are saying that I am infinite, there is no drashta, there is no drishya. Witness, there is nothing to witness, nothing seen, nothing seer. Then what is this jiva, this individual self? Sūtikā means where is produced from. What is the womb of this creation? What is where do I come from? This ignorance, I, jiva, which comes from avidyā. What is that avidyā? How can it create such delusion? As we are always charmed by that. Only see charmed, not only charmed, we are overwhelmed, we are crying, we are sobbing, we are having fun, we are in tension, we are in anxiety, we are going to take medicine, we are going to doctor, we are doing pranayama, we are doing spiritual meditation, we are doing how many things we are trying to do. So what is this? So what is that avidya? And what is that maya? And is it maya all the time? Really I saw. From my childhood I am seeing this world. So maya is real then. Athavā ba or atho anitya. No, they are not real, unreal. Ka svabhāva. What is the svabhāva? What is the natural nature? What is the innate nature of these two? Oh Hare, tell me. So, oh Kṛṣṇa, what is this cosmic ignorance, maya? That is so wonderful. What is this individual ignorance, avidya, that gives birth to this all being, individual beings? Oh Hare, of these two, are they even eternal? Are they all the time there? Or transient? Or what is their nature? So tell all these things. So now śrībhagavān, Kṛṣṇa is responding this question. She is the responser, is the Kṛṣṇa. śrṇu moha-adbhutā māyā, śrṇu moha-adbhutā māyā, sattādi triguṇānvita, sattvádi triguṇānvita, utpatti-rahitā anādi, utpatti-rahitā anādir, naisargiko api kathyate, naisargiko api kathyate. śrṇu, listen. śrṇu, what śrṇu? Maha-adbhutā māyā. This maya is extremely strange, adbhut, wonderful, unique, strange, unprecedented. So maya is adbhut. So great wonder, maha-adbhut. Maha-adbhut means great. Maha is great. Adbhut. Adbhut is wonder or surprising. śrṇu, listen. Maha-adbhutā māyā. Maya is maha-adbhutā, is great wonder. Sattādi triguṇānvita. It is composed of, this maya is composed of three gunas. Sattva, adi. You know, sattva, rajas and tamas. The maya is made of three gunas. Sattva, rajas and tamas. It is utpatti-rahitā, without origin. What is that without origin? Maya is without origin. Utpatti-rahitā, anādi, existing from eternity. Naisargiko, in its own nature. That is called its own nature. The most wonderful cosmic ignorance, maya, is composed of the three gunas, such as sattva, rajas, etc., of tamas, and is said to be without origin. It has no origin means, you go, find where it started. You cannot find where it started, you go. We are seeing thousands of years past, our forefathers saw, their forefather, ape age, when people saw, they saw this world, no? When they are dinosaur age, the dinosaurs saw this world. So it is there, where is the beginning? Go. Oh, it came from the sun. And the modern science will say, where the sun came from? Go back to the sun. Yes, these planets were all scattered and it is rotating. Okay, where did it come from? Before that, the sun, what happened? Where? Go back. You don't, infinite creation, you don't find any beginning. That's why maya has no beginning. So maya sattadi triguna utpatti-rahitā. No adi, you cannot find its origin or source. Naisargiko, but it is continuing all the time. as soon as you open the eyes, it is here. Naisargiko ayang loko vyavahara in Sankara places another way. This is eternal nature continuing to be here all the time. Naisargiko. It is said to be so. So Maya, so listen, that is the definition of Maya. Maya is wonderful cosmic ignorance, which is Maya, that is maha-adbhutā, or most wonderful. Sattadi trigunanita, it is composed of the sattva, rajas and tamas. Everything in this world you examine, you find that it is either more of sattva quality, less of rajas and tamas, or more of rajas quality, less and sattva, and the permutation and combination of the three items. It may have infinite variation. Everything has infinite variation, sattva, rajas and tamas. Utpatti-rahitā, it has no beginning. It has a certain thing, utpatti. The plant was not here, you put the seed, it comes out. Utpatti. It is beginning. So when the Maya started, where from? I don't know. No one can say when, which day, how it came. Anadi, and you search its root, where it go back. You cannot find the source of it. And naishari, but it continues. As we see, it maintains its existing its own nature. And it is from infinite, naisargiko, anadi, kattati. It is going on for a long time in this way. And long, there is no end of long. What? How many million year, billion year, trillion year? There is no time. It is within, we cannot say anything. But 17 is done. 18 verse. 18 verse says, vastu-sattāsamāśritā bhāti, vastu-sattāsamāśritā, 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 sad-asadvyam anirvācya, sad-asadvyam anirvācya, shanta ca bhāva-rūpiṇī, shanta ca bhāva-rūpiṇī. Vastu-sattāsamāśritā, that is the point. That which is not vastu means reality, that which is not real, bhāti means appears, at vastu as reality. Not there, but it appears. The water is not there in the freeway, in the hot summer, when you are driving, but you see the water there. You cannot deny that. You go to the desert area, so you see miles after miles there is water. Even you can see the reflection of the palm tree, as in the lake it happens. It's there, I see it. But you go and catch it, there is no water. You see water, but there is no water. This is the definition of Maya. You see it here, it's not there in reality. When the knowledge will come, you will see it is only one cosmic consciousness, that is Satchidananda, and you are that. But when it is, you are seeing it, it looks like that, but it is not so. So, vastu-sattāsamāśritā, which is not vastu, a reality, appears as a vastu, real. That means unreal becomes real, becomes as it were. For us it is real. Who can deny that? I saw it, my eyes. But these eyes will be open, Ramakrishna. He didn't see when in his ecstatic mood, you see that Samadhi picture, his eyes is a little bit open. But what he sees, he does not see as we see. Avastu, for him, this appearance is zero, but he sees divine everywhere. So vastu-sattāsamāśritā, that which is unreal, appears as real. How? Adhering on to essential nature of Brahman. How it happens? Vastu-sattāsamāśritā. Because it is close to vastu. Vastu means the reality. Brahman. You see, can you separate out the power of the boss and his closest person? People say, don't go to the boss, go to this guy. He will get your things done. Why? Because as much close to the power, you become powerful. If you are so far away, less power. Far away, less power, less power, less power. But you become very close, suppose who is close to the president. So you can get your things done if you can convince him. So similarly, when it is close to Brahman, this Maya, which has no power, power is given to the president. He confers the power. And that goes on, is it not? He becomes the finance minister. Say, you become the secretary, education secretary. Okay. That he chooses. No, in the cabinet they built up. Who will be given what? Who does that? In his name, somebody does, but it is his doing. The power belongs to him. But the guy who is empowered, he becomes powerful. And one sees the power from which it has come. That is the Maya. You go to doctor's appointment, no? When you go to doctor's appointment, you are urgency, you will not get doctor. But if you have a good friendship with the counter lady, and you have made friendship with some sweets, candies and this and that, and then you call, this is my situation, please. Oh, yes, doctor connected. So who is powerful? The power person is sitting somewhere else, powerless as it were. And those who live close proximity to them, they become powerful. So this is the Maya. Living close to Brahman, we see the magical power of Maya. We are bewildered. Wow. But whose power? Because of the proximity of Brahman. So that's why vastu-sattāsamāśritā. Ashrita means taking refuge, setting on. Vastu-sattā. Vastu means the essential truth. That is Brahman. Maya has no power of its own. Maya cannot do anything without the Brahman. And that's why in Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Brahman and his Shakti are one. Because it is a philosophical difference. They say that philosophy, Brahman is also powerful, same, Shakti is also eternal. Brahman is also, Mother is also eternal. No? But here in absolute Vedanta, then this Shakti is an expression which is nothing, but he appears to be so powerful. This is the two philosophical distinction. Because Brahman alone is the only reality in Vedanta. But in this philosophy of Shakti idea, Brahman and his Shakti may be manifest or unmanifest, both are same. So the Maya and Mahamaya, this is the distinction. Maya can be ended by spiritual practice. When you attain knowledge, ignorance will be dropped off, so you can attain your own Brahman nature. No? But Mahamaya? No, Mahamaya all the time. So long Brahman is there, Mahamaya is also there. It's a play, divine play. Yeah.
So Maya is really nothing but Brahman. If it's one thing, Maya is nothing really, it's only Brahman.
Yeah. That is the Vedantic style. Brahman is the only thing, so Maya is there, it appears, but is not there.
But it's not, but it is Brahman. Yeah,
it is Brahman, actually Brahman. Even if you see, whatever you see, it is Brahman.
Well, you're saying Maha-balā and Maya, so is Maha-balā like the delusion of the whole?
Mahamaya is the...
A personal kind of delusion?
No. Mahamaya is the great mother.
Great Mother?
great mother, the Mahamaya, great mother, who is everywhere. She has become all these things. But she and Brahman are not to see separate. Ramakrishna's example is Visishtadvaita, a little bit on that side. The snake is snake. Snake is moving, that is called Jagat, this world. When the snake does not move, it is called Brahman. It does not do anything, remain like that. But the power is always within. It can manifest any time the creation comes. So it is not separate. Inseparable, without beginning, without end. But Maya, beginningless, there is end. There is the end. Suppose you now experience your divine nature, the Maya will just vanish. There is no Maya. You see only the reality. This is the difference. Now, what is called avastu-vastu-vad bhati? Got it? Avastu, which is not real, appears to be real, vastu-vad bhati. Vastu-sattāsamāśritā, because not of its intrinsic power, but because of the vastu-sattāsamāśritā, closeness to the Brahman, that is the Maya, that's why it appears so powerful, but in actually it is not there. Then what is that? śuddha-satvā anirvāca. It is called sat and asat. You can say, Maya is there? Well, yes, Maya is there. I see, see hard. It is making a noise, sound. How can you see it is not there? Huh? So you throw some pepper in my eyes. How can you say pepper is not there? It burns my eyes. It is there, my eyes are there, that is there. It is so I cannot deny it. I say, yes, Sat, it is there, Maya is here. But again, Asat, as soon as, well, no, how can it be? You go to deep sleep, best this world goes away. So it is not there. If it is there, it should be all the time there. Well, no, I don't see. But others are seeing. You are sleeping, you don't see. But I am awake, I see. Well, no, it is not that. It is individual. You tell about your experience. When you go to deep sleep, where goes this world? If it is there, it should be in your deep sleep also. But it is not there. So, Maya cannot be defined. It cannot be said it is. It is not. How can I say not? I am seeing this, it is. It is not. Well, yes. In the deep sleep, or when one gets illumination, this is not there. In Samadhi, Ramakrishna going to Samadhi, where is the world? Where is heaven? Where is gods and angels? All merge into that one void. So it cannot be defined. It cannot be say it is. It cannot be say it is not. Śuddha-satvā. Anirvāca. You cannot determine. Indeterminable. There is no instrument to understand this existence of Maya by measuring something, how much degree of Maya is here and there, more or less. It is indeterminable. It cannot be determined. Shanta. This is 18th verse. Shanta, anirvāca, which cannot be expressed through speech, and she is anta, sa anta, she is end, and cha bhāva-rūpiṇī. It has an end. Maya has an end, and it is bhāva-rūpiṇī. It exists in the form of reality. It just exists as if it is there.
What is the word you said? Shanta, that's not.
Shanta means sa anta. It has a sa with end. Maya has an end. Maybe not for you and me, but anyone who realizes the truth, for him, this moment, Maya will go away. so anta. So Maya has an end. So you see now a few definitions, you got it. If you add these two verses, 17 and 18, then you get 17 says, Trigunatmika, Maya has three qualities. Wherever you find the three qualities, sattvika quality, rajasika or tamasika, whenever you find any of these qualities, you know it is Maya, sattadi, trigunannita. Utpatti-rahitā, it has no birth, anadi, you cannot find to, you go back to find where is Maya started, which point. Naisargiko, but it is continuously visible. And second 18 verse, avastu, it is not there, but it has the power, vastu-bad bhati. It appears like a vastu, like an object. Because vastu-sattāsamāśritā, real vastu is Brahman, being close to the vastu, this appears to be real. Because of the reality of the vastu, Brahman, it appears to be Brahman. Maya has no existence of his own. It only appears. Why it appears? Because, as I said, close to the CEO, close to the boss, they are powerful people. But when they come out, there is nobody, he is an ordinary person. You are a superintendent of police, big thing. And when you go to your home, what happens? They get into to his wife or his children, how they treat the superintendent of police. In other place, those who are superintendent of police, oh, big. So, but you come into, who cares? Because you are not on the position there. Out of position. Gone. Your strength is gone. You can get good scolding from your children or your husband or your wife, no? So this is the point. So it is vastu-sattva, close to, because it is resting on the vastu-sattva. And it can be śuddha-satvā. It cannot be said it is there. It cannot be said it is not there. Then what is this? It cannot, indeterminable. It cannot be ascertained. It is sa-anta. It has an end, I see. And bhāva-rūpiṇī. It has an end and it exists in the form of a reality. That's okay. In the Upanishad it is said, simply it is a description of the Maya is this. It is made of three gunas. It is most powerful and most astonishing. That is only the power of Brahman only. Upanishad has described that devatma-shaktiṃ sagunoir-nigūraṃ. That devatma-shakti, that is the power, shakti, of the devatma, the effulgent Atman, sagunoim, by three gunas, nigūraṃ. It is embedded into it. The three gunas are embedded into that Brahman, and from there as if it is coming up. That self-effulgent, full of consciousness, that is the Parabrahma, and his power is Shakti, and it is, by his effect, it becomes gross, it becomes subtle. Gross is now, it becomes subtle when you go to dream, and when you sleep, it goes as if not there, involved into it. And then you wake up, it springs again. So it is resting on the Atman. Every day it is happening. Look at that. Every day when you go to sleep, no? Behind this body, suppose the subtle body is there. Subtle body is there, causal body is there. And causal body behind the Atman. So every day what is happening, it is springing from causal body. Springing from the Atman, embedded, the power pushes, it becomes the ego body. Then becomes the subtle body, dream body. and then gets gross body. So it goes from gross to subtle to causal and beyond. But it cannot go, there is a veil, ignorance. That's why we are not illumined. Illumined people can break that veil and see Brahman everywhere. And when they come back, they don't see this world the way I see, you see. This is a reality for us, they have no reality for it. It's only name and form. A wax museum, everything made of wax. But it's only name and form. Wax made, the tree is wax, the road is wax, the car is wax, everything made of one. So the Jnani, the knower of truth, sees this oneness everywhere. Therefore, what is it? Parabrahma, the Brahman, is the cause of this universe, and it has got three powers: jnāna-Shakti, kriya-Shakti, ichha-Shakti. Jnāna-Shakti, the buddhi; kriya-Shakti, activity, the physical level; and bhāva. These are the powers. These are all within the realm of this māyā-Shakti. Māyā is divided into this type of expressions. Sarva-Shakti para-brahmo nityam āpurnamadmayam yatha ullasari shaktaso prakasamodhigacchati. It is the advice to Sri Rama. O Rama, Brahman is totally filled up, it is eternal, it is non-dual, that Paramatma. When it becomes associated with this Maya power of Maya, Maya Shakti, then it becomes all powerful. Suppose you have a talent. Now, suppose your music talent, or you're playing the guitar talent. I don't see it now, but it is within you. You can manifest it sometime, and you cannot, or you do not. It is your freedom. Similarly, the Brahman had that Maya Shakti, can project, and sometimes not. How it happens? That's why I say by Maya. You cannot explain that. It happens. When you will sing, it is your wish. Maybe one day we don't sing. You want to sing, you sing. But the power is always there, the Maya Shakti. That all-powerful Supreme Self becomes transformed according to the expression. Like sometimes it expresses as like a god, deva, sometimes like a human being. The same power manifesting in different ways. Gods, humans, animals, birds, insects. And in there, as consciousness, you can see that. A little ant, you see how powerful is that ant. How much is the weight? And it runs, you can blow away. But you see this activity level. It is manifesting through that. You want to see Maya? It's a Maya. Maya Shakti manifesting to an ant. Maya Shakti manifesting to a giant wrestler. Maya Shakti manifesting to a holy person. Maya Shakti, what? Here is Sattva, here is Rajas, here is Tamas. Is it not? So Maya Shakti, the whole world is an expression of Maya Shakti. And somewhere, in some way, purer, impurer, but it is all Brahman manifesting by the Shakti, Maya Shakti. This beautiful idea to think about it, it can give us very good conception about Brahman idea. It is all the Shakti The world, Ramakrishna said, this everything is in the Shakti Relaka, within the region of the power. And when power is not manifested, you like any other ordinary person. And when your Shakti manifests, then people, oh, he's such a musician, oh, she's such a prolific speaker, oh, he's such a writer, oh, he's such a this, that. How many descriptions people give. But when that power is hidden within, it is not lost, it is there. The Maya Shakti is like that. And it manifests in so many ways. Even it says that its power is manifested in the wind, Vayu, in the solid rocks and wood, in the waters as a liquid power, in the fire, in the burning power, in the space like a void power, and all the destructible objects of the universe as Shakti power. So what do you see? You see Brahman only, Maya Shakti. You see the ocean only. But by the power of the oceanic power of creating waves and ripples, you see so many ripples and waves. Each is different than the other. But this power is behind. Every ripple, every wave, every bubble, every foam is because it's Shakti manifesting as Shakti. So long we live in the world, we are in the realm of the Shakti. That's why Vedantic sadhus also, Shankaracharya also, worship Mother. The Shakti is the mother to unveil the truth. That Shakti, unless that Shakti is withdrawn, it will not go to Brahman. It will remain in its own dancing mood in on the surface of the ocean. We are all dancing on the surface of the ocean, not knowing that there is the ocean behind. All the Shakti and focus is on the Shakti. And they are crying and weeping, whatever we are doing, or smiling or rejoicing. It's all Shakti. And that Maya is on a...
We enjoy the bliss of Brahman, that is also Maya.
When you are saying enjoying, that means you are Shakti. Otherwise, how will you enjoy? Enjoyer. Naturally, little Shakti is there to separate out from Brahman. That's why enjoying is possible. And when you become the ocean, who will enjoy whom? You are that bliss, you are that reality.
But can you enjoy yourself?
That's why, there is a language they call Atma Rama. That's why they become fully satisfied within.
You know it yourself and you
Knowing what is coming buddhi.
yeah, but
You cannot say anything. That's the point.
Yeah.
Whenever you want to express anyway, you are coming in the realm of your ego or your intellect or your mind.
yeah.
But there is no mind, no intellect, no ego.
Yeah.
So how can you say what is that? That's why all the scriptures are being speechless at that point. At the point of samadhi, they cannot say anything. They only say when they come down again in the realm of Shakti. And they can remember that, a little bit of remembrance, whatever, they can express that. And expression is different. Those who are ordinary sadhaka, a little bit they go like that, come back, and their expression is one. But expression of Ramakrishna is different. Expression of Holy Mother is different. Expression of Brahmananda is different. Expression of Swami Turiyananda is different. So they are all Brahma-gyanis, but that's why Brahma-vid, Bara, Bariyan, Barishtha, these are the all definition. But when you reach the Brahman awareness, same. All the people in the samadhi is the same. But when they come, they have their ability to express Shakti within the range of Shakti. Each one's, someone is a cup, someone is a mug, someone is a jar, someone may be a big container. So each as capacity is different. Maya, it is never one can accept the coming up of Maya Because Brahman is without attachment, without action, without any changes, pure consciousness. Then, if it comes from then it will be, Brahman becomes then changed. If you say Brahman has changed, no, that is not possible. Then it becomes again duality. So, before one attaining the state of liberation, Maya cannot again come up. Then our all efforts of practicing these disciplines will be meaningless if after attaining Maya knowledge, again Maya comes up. Huh? It is not. Once you gain, Maya cannot play anymore. That is the point. Acha, let us read then 20th verse, no? 20th verse. Now, 19th verse. Avastu vastu bhati. What of 18, 19th verse. Brahma-śraya cit-viṣayā, Brahma-śraya cit-viṣayā, brahma-śaktir mahā-balā, brahma-śaktir mahā-balā, durghaṭodghaṭanā-śīlā, durghaṭodghaṭanā-śīlā, jñāna-nāśyā vimohini, jñāna-nāśyā vimohini. Beautiful. Brahma-śraya. All this Maya is standing on Brahman. It is resting on Brahman. Holding on to Brahman or resting on the Brahman. Cit-viṣayā, whose field is consciousness. Brahman is all consciousness on that ground, and consciousness manifesting. That's why I am conscious of my hand. First of all, there is consciousness. That consciousness is percolating through the ego, coming to the brain, buddhi, not brain, buddhi, intellect. Intellect to mind, and mind to this physical body, to the prana, to the brain, then coming to the nervous system. Action, reaction, talking, all this going on. So we see the consciousness here, its root is somewhere else. So it says, it is where? On the Brahman or the Atman. Brahman, Atman are the same. Individually we call Atman, collectively we call Brahman. Individually we call avidya, ignorance. Cosmic we call Maya. Only individual or cosmic. So sum total or individual. So the material is the same. So Brahma-śraya, and how it is cit-viṣayā. It is adhering to cit-viṣayā is the whose field is consciousness. Brahma-śaktir, whose power is the power of Brahman. He has no power of his own. It is the power of Brahman. No? This hand, my brain, the neurons, all working. If that connection is dislodged, they will not. A robot is working, but the robot, power of the robot is taken out. Then robot's hand will stay. Robot is lifting such heavy weight, no? Then take out the power. Cannot lift even one blade of grass. The Kathopanishad says, no. The story, remember, the gods and demons has a fight. Always. Now also, today also, God and demon. Good people versus Taliban people. In society, there are nice people versus the bad motivated people. No? Tamas versus sattva. It will always fight. Not to blame anyone, but it is the Shakti, Tamasa Shakti, Rajasa Shakti, Sattika Shakti. These are all manifestations. So, whatever we see it is only the range of manifestation. So it is Brahma-asraya, it is resting on or holding on to Brahman. Its consciousness is only apparently seen here, but the background energy, that is the Brahman, depending on that, everything is working. See how many great people of the world, big scientists, big philosophers, Alzheimer comes. What happens? Consciousness is still there, but this brain, neurons are not acting, reacting, not connecting it. So without that power inside, nothing can work. Even everything on this side is correct, but without current, everything is gone. So this is the fear there. So Brahma-Shakti, that Brahma-Shakti is mahā-balā, great. Brahma-Shakti, whose power is the power of Brahman, it is very powerful, strong. And durghaṭodghaṭanā-śīlā, durghaṭa and udghaṭana, who's capable of making impossible possible. Aghaṭana, ghaṭana putiyasi, another language. Those who have read the Vedanta, they have left. So what shall I study for? They should match what Vedanta Saran is saying. So here is durghaṭa udghaṭana-śīlā. It is a Vedanta Sar says aghaṭana ghaṭana putiyasi. That ghaṭana, that incident which is impossible to happen, Maya does that. There is nothing, he creates a castle. Impossible, appearing so possible. Possible when they see it, feel it. So that's the jñāna-nāśyā. But when knowledge comes, destroyed only by knowledge. This you cannot bring a sword or a atomic bomb to remove the ignorance. Ignorance cannot be cut by sword or by weapon or by water or by air, whatever you use. Ignorance you cannot get out of it. It only can jñāna-nāśyā. With the dawn of knowledge, only it will go. So, the Maya rests on Brahman, 19th verse. And consciousness is her field of play. Without consciousness, she cannot play. Ramakrishna gave the example. The waves are dependent on the ocean. Ocean is not dependent on the waves. There may be ocean without wave. But the wave cannot be without ocean. So similarly, Maya rests on Brahman and consciousness is her field of play. She is the power of Brahman. She is not separate. Brahman and Shakti, as he said, she is the power of Brahman and is very strong, capable of making the impossible. How strong? He has the power to show us what is impossible to happen as possible. Bewildering and can be destroyed only by the knowledge alone. Only knowledge can destroy that. Okay, we can end it here. Few minutes are there for questioning. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Next day we will hear that there are two types of Shakti is there. Two types of Shakti. Āvṛana Shakti, vikṣepa Shakti. Āvṛana covering and vikṣepa means projection. These two Shakti we will read the next day. Is there any question? এখানে অনেকগুলো কি আছে দেখি আচ্ছা this is I feel a strange contentment nowadays but do not know if I am progressing. Is this an obstacle? Please guide. By only understanding that you are strange contentment, if contentment is blessed, why you say strange? strange, you are peaceful, will you doubt? Why am I peaceful? No. If you feel that it is peaceful, that's a great virtue. And see that it is continues in your spiritual life. It does not fade away.
But in meditation they say like that if you have rasa-rasa and all these things, is that the obstacle? Even if you feel the bliss. Yeah, in meditation, even if you feel the bliss like that, rasa-rasa.
Rasa-swada. Raso-asyado. Yeah. That means we should not get stuck there, but move on. The problem is that if you feel that I am very happy, I got it. If you get it, then you will be always in bliss. But have you reached that perfect bliss? If not, then move on. But it is good sign that you are contented, means people are restless always. So restlessness is not a good sign of spirituality. And there are more people, some people they are unnecessarily restless. They don't do any practice and say, oh, I have not seen anything, I want to have some darshan, I am doing 1,000 japa. What is 1,000 japa? What is 1,000 1 hour practice? But be contented means your mind should be peaceful. I think if it is not from complacency, and you are losing the spirit of doing anything more, rather your contentment will give you more inspiration for meditation, prayer, thinking lofty thoughts, keeping the mind always, and the world will go on. Your focus will be more on the spiritual issues. Turning point of life are those. And if that continues, discontentment is good. But restlessness, at least we should remember, I have not yet reached the ultimate. Second question is, please guide us how to differentiate between Maya's realm and protect ourselves in daily life. That is every day we are here. Maya's realm, we know we are in this world, we are deluded, and if we are only Maya's realm, that's why we feel suffering. That's why I feel emotionally up and down. I feel fear, anxieties, worries, because I am in the Maya's realm. So how to overcome? They are talking about that. That you know that you are not. So this is the lesson we have to remind ourselves, I am not. Though it is happening, because of my sattva, rajas and tamas, I am in the Maya, steeped in the Maya. If you are out of Maya, then you will not be bound by the three gunas. That means in you, there will be neither tamas quality, neither rajas quality, nor sattva quality. But it's a big development to happen in life. Therefore we should pay attention. Let me come out of the tamas, sleep, lethargy, negativity, to get out, to be the ajasic, to be active, and actively selfless, actively doing good to others, actively thinking good of benefit, to be a benefit to others, charitable, this broadness of the heart. Activity, expansion, becomes sattvico. More thinking that I am serving God is not a worldly thing, worldly business I am doing. Though I am doing every work you do is worldly, is it not? You are cooking, is it not worldly? It is a material thing. But it can be spiritualized by sattvic quality. Develop that sattvic quality. And whatever I am doing, it is by the power of that. We read that, if you want to connect today's reading, all our actions are coming from the Brahma-Śaktir, Brahma-śraya, because I am living on the consciousness itself. It is the effect of the consciousness trying to manifest through me. So we'll have to practice this thing, and all will happen in time. So, and we see the world, but we have to understand this is the play of ignorance or Maya. Cosmic ignorance called Maya, and individual ignorance called avidya. So I am in the spell of ignorance, and that's why I am acting this way. But how can I not react, knowing that I am pure? These are happening to my body, mind and emotion, and all these limbs and our three gunas. The play is going on in the three gunas, but I am not that.
So, you were talking earlier how like if you're a bad person or evil, it's the tamas guna. But to actually, say if you're going to rob a bank or something, it takes rajas, right? You got to plan and do all kinds of
That is good.
activities.
Yeah, but that's why you should be rajas rather than tamas.
Then you'd be a better.
And with the rajas, if we cultivate sattvic quality, then our efficiency will increase, our perfection will grow, in the work level also, and at the same time, insight will come that I am serving God only. So these are the development. Our tamas and rajas will say, I did it so much, I for myself. And they will project themselves so much, they suppress others. So sattvic quality developed, they try to push others up. The tamas quality will push others down. Anyone around, they will be trying to just subdue them and project themselves. Here is another question. In this day and age, when immorality is so prevalent in society, what favor or blessings one gets from God if one leads more or less a moral life? Moral life has its own reward. Those who live this reckless life or taking advantage of the immoral situation, they may be happier 1 day, 2 days, but they cannot be happy all through. A frustration will come, a repentance will come. It is happening to everybody. Maybe at the face of it we don't see that. People are leading immoral life and making a big show, and people giving them big clap. True, it's for a few days. But in his own mind, he'll be weak because he's not living to the truth, up to truth. That's why that is the reward. What is our spiritual reward is internally you will be happy. Because of your morality, because of your truthfulness, because of your greatness, you know that how strong you feel inside. And these immoral people are very weak inside. And that is the spirituality, I will say the gain of becoming immoral. And also morality I am doing not for any purpose, for my own spiritual growth, for my own peace, for my eternal life. For the mundane life, this life, 2 days happiness, making how long one will live with fun and joy. All immoral life one lead. 10 years, 20 years, then what will happen? Body will be old, mind will be old, then what? All repentance. Either you pay tax to the health disadvantage, or you go to mental depression and things, what? I did so much, what happened? So that is the gain of moral life, spiritual life. No one needs to tell from outside. You will feel your inner strength, inner purity, inner character. That's why you said character. Character is being built by that. Is Advaitic meditation possible for ordinary men? Yeah, why not? Advaitic meditation is, yes, we can think. Sometime we should be feeling that we are not limited. Or you can think the Lord you are meditating upon, think that He is everywhere. Advaitic meditation, all the books are talking about, is possible, but maybe it may not be suitable for everyone. Some may be very comfortable with worshipping God in the form, name and form, like gods and goddesses or incarnations. But some maybe constitutionally cannot think of that much. rather they think of infinite ocean. And that's a way of thinking. And all the ideas given in Astavakra Samhita or with the Vedanta text we are reading, that type of idea. So, yes, it is possible. But you have to talk to your teacher then about all these details. What is your nature and how you can do things. It's some good guide should be there in your life. Another question. You stated that ignorance can only be removed by knowledge. Can the path of bhakti also remove the ignorance? Of course. Bhakti means what? By devotion to God. No. And Vedantic meditation is what? Ignorance means what? There also you are seeing God, not the Maya. Our emphasis should go, Vedanta student should not pay attention to Maya, but try to see Brahman. And knowing Maya, I see, but it is not there. But in Bhakti, I see it is God's creation. And everything is God. So, Maya will then open the door. If you understand that Maya, then Maya does not block you. If you call God, Ramakrishna said, if you call her as Ma, then Mother cannot delude you anymore. So our sincere prayer, when it goes through that, when our sincere devotional practice can take us to Maya's, cross the Maya, ignorance will go away. In Bhakti school we say, grace of God comes, and that is Mother's grace. And Mother holds the key, we always talk about that. And Shankaracharya also says, the Ma is Moksha Dwara, the door of Moksha, liberation. Patana kari, you can break through. Oh Mother, you can open thy door. Swamiji says, open thy door. Oh Mother, I am tired of playing in the world. So Swamiji's beautiful song is there in search of God probably. I am tired of playing in this world anymore. Please show me and give me your child who seeks your rest in you. So purification of the mind is the question. Bhakti path, jnana path matters little. Whoever is comfortable with what. Okay? So thank you all for these questions. And if you have any special question, you can then write us, email, and then we'll try to respond to that. Thank you. Tomorrow will be gospel class. I will be giving the class tomorrow also, 7:30. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.